A dream, a vision, a reality. For the then Archbishop of Kuala Lumpur, Most Reverend Anthony Sota Fernandez, the late Cardinal Sota wanted a voice for the Catholic community in Malaysia. Meanwhile, Father Lawrence Andrew was thinking of starting a Catholic magazine for the local community. But Father Lawrence's idea was not what the late Cardinal had in mind.
Then he looked at me and said, "No, I don't want you to do this." I was a bit disappointed at that. Then he said, "I want you to print a newspaper, a fortnightly newspaper."
After assembling a team and getting a permit approved in 1994, the paper had a name and a suitable date for its launch.
And I named that Catholic paper as Herald because I was thinking of Mary being Herald, the good news. So, and hence we also are going to herald the good news, and we chose September the 8th because it's also the day I took my first vows on 8th of September. And so I said, I'll dedicate this paper to Mother Mary. The paper was launched by Archbishop Sota Fernandez in the Cathedral of St. John's, and I was really thrilled that we made it. And I knew that it is going to be a big task, but I said, Mother Mary, I entrust this paper to you. You make this paper succeed for the glory of God and honor of your name.
The first issue was sold at parishes at just 70 cents per copy, and all 5,000 copies was sold out. The following issue, 2 weeks later, carried more news, more pages from 12 to 16 pages, while the printed copies increased to 6,000. 1 year later, Herald goes multilingual and increased to 20 pages, with 1 page each in Bahasa Malaysia and Tamil, and 2 pages in Mandarin. Reverend Father A. Amalanathan was the first priest in charge of the Tamil section. The printing cost at that time had gone up, and so did the price of the Herald, to 80 cents per copy, and on March 25, 2001, it became a weekly publication. To widen its reach, in August 2001, the Catholic weekly newspaper went online at heraldmalaysia.com. Despite its growing success, the Herald faced several challenges, including the Allah controversy. The controversy became a major headline in 2009, when the then Archbishop of Kuala Lumpur, Most Reverend Tan Sri Murphy Pakiam, filed for a judicial review after Herald was ordered to stop using the Arabic word Allah in its publication by the Malaysian Ministry of Home Affairs. Titular Roman Catholic Archbishop of Kuala Lumpur versus Menteri Dalam Negeri, sometimes referred to as Malaysia versus the Herald, was a 2009 legal decision by the High Court of Malaya, holding that Christians do not have the constitutional right to use the word Allah in church newspapers. An appeals court overturned a previous ruling which granted that right. This verdict on appeal was later upheld by the Federal Court of Malaysia in 2014. However, the ruling was not followed by the High Court in another case in 2021. The Kuala Lumpur High Court ruled that the word Allah, along with 3 other words of Arabic origin, could be used by Christians. Justice Norby said the directive that banned the use of the 4 words was illegal and unconstitutional. The next big challenge for the Herald was the pandemic, when they had to cease printing the newspaper.
During that time, we couldn't print, and obviously there was no movement, so we could not even send the Herald to the people, to the parishes. So that was when Herald went fully online to ensure that people still had a way to sustain their faith.
As we came out of the pandemic, Father Lawrence had retired from his post, and a new editor was in the hot seat. The Herald brought back former staff Patricia Pereira to helm the weekly publication.
Her experience previously at the Herald has helped her now, coming in again as the editor of a newspaper which has been going through challenges with the MCO, drop in circulation, and trying to find ways and means to make sure the newspaper is still relevant to the people today.
The journey has certainly not been an easy one, with many obstacles along the way. Nevertheless, the Herald and the team from past to present remain steadfast in their dedication to be the voice of the Catholic community in Malaysia. We thank you for your support as we march into another 30 years and more in full color.